Let me go! You have no right!
Ma'am, you need to calm down.
This is insane!
The polished marble floors of the corporate headquarters were meant to reflect success and power. Instead, they reflected humiliation. A black woman in a black business suit lay stretched across the cold lobby tiles, her leather briefcase thrown aside as two security guards dragged her toward the glass entrance doors. Neither of them had asked her name. Their grip tightened around her arms as murmurs rippled through the lobby. Employees gathered near the elevators. Phones lifted. Cameras recorded. Somewhere in the crowd, someone laughed quietly and muttered words that would echo far beyond that building. They called her trash. They said she didn't belong there. What none of them realized was that the very woman they were dragging out of the building was the executive scheduled to lead the most important board meeting in the company that morning. And within minutes, everything would change. Before we continue, take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Truth Matters for more powerful stories that expose injustice and celebrate truth. Ava Johnson had built her career brick by brick in a corporate world that often tried to convince her she was standing on borrowed ground. Born and raised on the south side of Chicago, Ava grew up surrounded by contradictions. Her mother, a public school teacher, believed deeply in education and discipline. Her father, who worked long shifts as a city bus driver, believed something equally important: never let anyone tell you where you belong. From an early age, Ava understood what it meant to walk into rooms where people underestimated her before she even spoke. She didn't just study business. She mastered it. By the time she graduated from Harvard Business School, she had already interned at major investment firms, helped restructure struggling startups, and written research on leadership inequality in corporate America. Her rise through the executive ranks wasn't luck. It was strategy. At 40, she was appointed Chief Executive Officer of Sterling and Rowe Global, a billion-dollar consulting firm with offices across the country. Her appointment made history. She was the first black woman ever selected to lead the company since its founding nearly a century earlier. The announcement had shocked many inside the firm. Some celebrated it. Others quietly questioned it. But history doesn't protect you from prejudice. The headquarters itself was a monument to corporate tradition. Towering glass walls, marble floors polished daily, and portraits of former CEOs lining the hallway leading to the executive offices. Every portrait told the same story. Older white men in tailored suits, standing with folded arms and confident expressions. Ava's portrait had not yet been added. That morning, she chose to arrive early. A major merger negotiation was scheduled with the board of directors, drawing media attention and executives from multiple offices. Ava preferred arriving before the building filled with the usual noise of corporate life. She stepped through the revolving doors wearing a tailored navy suit over a crisp white blouse. Her hair was styled in long, neat braids that framed her face. In one hand she carried her leather briefcase. In the other, a folder containing notes for the board meeting she would soon lead. As she approached the security desk, she noticed the tension immediately. Two guards stood near the entrance scanners. Their eyes followed her. Too closely. It was subtle, but familiar. The silent question of legitimacy. She placed her briefcase on the scanner belt. One guard asked for identification. She reached into her purse to retrieve her executive badge. But before she could pull it out completely, confusion erupted nearby. Someone raised their voice about building access restrictions. Another employee stepped forward. The guards misread the movement as defiance. Hands grabbed her arms. Her badge slipped from her fingers and skidded across the marble floor. In that single moment, perception hardened into assumption. To them, she wasn't an executive. She was an intruder. A disturbance. An inconvenience. "Drag this trash out," one guard muttered under his breath. The crowd gathered quickly, assistants, analysts, interns, and employees watching in stunned silence. Some recognized her face but hesitated, unsure of what they were seeing. Others simply recorded. Ava Johnson did not scream. She did not beg. She did not fight back. But as her body slid across the polished lobby floor, something deeper than humiliation burned inside her chest. A realization that no title, no matter how powerful, could fully shield her from the assumptions attached to her skin. Outside the glass doors, reporters were already arriving for the merger announcement. Inside, the moment that would change everything was seconds away. Near the reception desk, a young operations assistant named Daniel Brooks stood frozen. He recognized her immediately. He had seen her during orientation meetings the previous week. His voice trembled as he rushed forward, picking up the badge from the floor. The gold company seal gleamed under the lobby lights. And suddenly, the entire room began to understand. Because the woman security had just dragged across the lobby floor was Ava Johnson, the new CEO of the entire company. And she was scheduled to lead the board meeting in less than 5 minutes.